DHL just delivered my passport, right? And I applied for a French visa. So in this particular video, we're going to be opening this to find out if my visa was approved or refused. And mind you guys, I applied for a 1-year Schengen visa, which I have never done before, right? We're also going to be finding out if they gave me 1 year or less, or 7 days or 10 days. We're going to be finding that out right now. So one thing I did was that when I applied for this particular visa, I recorded the entire process. And right now, I'm going to be showing you guys exactly step by step on how to actually fill the visa application form, book your appointment, and visit the TLScontact center for your biometrics. And once you are done with that, right, you need to actually wait for about 15 working days for your visa to be approved and delivered to you. Now, mine took about 8 days because I actually did this Wednesday last week, and today is Tuesday. So it took about 5 working days, right, for them to actually respond to me. So if you want to find out if this visa was approved or not, I also want to find out if I was granted a 1-year visa or something less. Make sure you stick around from beginning to the very end because I'm going to be leaving no stone unturned. One of the things that I do is that whenever I'm applying for a visa myself, I try to write down all the documents that I need to apply for this visa, right, and get some of these documents ready because you're going to be imputing some of the details on this document inside your visa application form online, right? So for me right now, I'm going to be needing my travel insurance, right? You know, I'm applying for a 1-year Schengen visa, so of course I'm going to be needing a 1-year insurance. I'm also going to be attaching all the stamps and visas on my passport, right? Of course, my passport data page, flight booking, hotel booking, my bank statements. For me, it's my Naira account and my dollar account. That's what I use. Of course, I'm going to be writing a cover letter for myself, right? I'm going to be using my company registration, and this is actually the first visa I'm going to be applying using my company registration documents, you know, to do it. Because and I have a reason for that. It's a personal reason, right? So I'm also going to be attaching the visa application form that is fully filled. I'm going to show you how to get that. And one of my business associates in France, right? I'm going to be attaching invoices and stuff to actually show proof of my earnings from my business, as a matter of fact, right? So the first thing you need to do to get started is to click on the first link in my video description. Once you click on it, it's going to bring you to the interface you're looking at right now on my laptop screen. And this is france-visas.gov.u.fr. right? This is official website where you actually apply for your French visa by yourself. So what you need to do is to come here and click on where it says start application. And for those of you see me for the first time, my name is Gerald, and I'm a big advocate when it comes to applying for your visas by yourself. I've actually been to over 10 countries, and I always applied for my visas by myself. And I have a lot more videos just like this one on my channel. So it's important that you smash the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, turn on the bell notification button so that when I drop more amazing videos just like what you're about to watch right now, YouTube is going to send you a notification instantly. So that's it, guys. Let's jump right in. So once you come to this interface, right, what you need to do is to create an account. If you don't have an account, so what you need to do is to come here, click on create account, right, put in your last name, which is your surname, put in your first name, right? So your first name is, my name is Gerald, then my second name, right? So what I normally do is that I put the two of them together with a space, right? Let's say your full name is Abel Mohammed Oladeji, right? Oladeji is your surname, so Oladeji is going to be here, your first name Abel, space Mohammed. Then of course email address, put your email address right here, your email address, put it a second time so that you are sure that there's no mistakes. Then I select the language that you want to access this particular form with, right? So usually it's English, so select English. If you are comfortable speaking French or Espanol, which is Spanish, you can do that. Now put your password here, put your password again, and this captcha, you put it right here in this space and click on create an account. An account is created. But for somebody like me, I already have an account on this particular platform, right? Because I already have an account on this platform, I've logged in, right? So I'm going to come to language and select this language and make it English. Very important, right? So that everything is in English. You see this official visa website for France, my applications previously, and all of those things. If you have a previous application, right, you're going to see it inside this particular space, right? But if you are new, what you need to do is to click on where it says create a new application, right? That's what you need to do. Create a new application and start filling the visa application form. So let's do that together. Country of nationality, which is the country where you are from. So let's assume you are like me, you are Nigerian, right? Not Nigerian. This is E and this is A. This is Niger, this is Nigeria, right? So select Nigerian. Then of course this is no for you, unless you plan to join or travel with a family member from an EU country, excluding France. The EA is a European Economic Area. That's like the Schengen area. The Swiss Confederation, or a family member who is a UK national, blah blah blah. Okay, so this doesn't concern you, you know. Place of submission, where you're going to be submitting your visa. So select the country. If you live in a different country, the country where you live, where you're going to be submitting, you're doing your visa application submission, right? You're going to select that. Like visa type, that you are requesting: short stay, long stay, or airport transit. Now, airport transit is basically a transit visa. You're traveling through the airport. Let's say you're going to a country like Barbados and you're traveling through France, you're flying Air France. That's where you actually select this airport transit. Now, if you want a long stay visa, this is a visa that allows you to stay in the Schengen area for more than 90 days. So this is not what you're actually applying for. You're applying for a short stay visa, right? Unless you have a good reason to want to stay more than 90 days in France. So the short stay allows you to stay 90 days or less in France. So that's what we're applying for. So I'm going to select this short stay 90 days visa. Main destination of stay. Now, these are all places that you can actually enter with your French visa, right? So because you're applying for France, just select France right here, right? So city of submission, where you're going to be submitting your visa application. Now, because you selected a country, it's going to show you all the centers in that country. So if you click on this place, it's going to show us Lagos and Abuja, which is where they have center, because selected Nigeria. If you select another country right here, it's going to show you the centers they have in that country. So I'm going to say Lagos, right? Then your travel document, which is your passport, right? Issuing authority, which is your country. If it's a different country passport that you hold, you select it. So I'm going to leave this at Nigeria. Travel document, ordinary passport, whatever. So I'm going to select ordinary passport, which is most likely what you have. That's what I have as well. So travel document number, this is your passport number. So I normally have my passport number in my head, but I have a new passport, the 10 years passport that I just did. So I'm going to be putting my passport number right here. So let's say it's B115234. Let's say this is my passport number. The date it was issued, let's say it was issued on August 30th. That will be back to July 1st, 2025. And it's going to be expiring on June 30th. So you need to get this information from your passport, right? I'm just teaching you guys how to get these things done. 2035. So 2035, that's for a 10-year passport, is 2035, right? So 10 years. Okay. So your plans. Why are you making this trip? Business, entry, this, that. So you need to scroll down and select tourism. For me, it's tourism, right? Main purpose of stay. The reason why you're actually visiting. Are you visiting family or private visit? So for me, it's private visit, tourism/private visit. So additional information about your project, I'm going to say I'm traveling for vacation only. I'm going to hit verify. So it says your travel document has expired because I selected 2025 instead of 2035. So I need to select 2035. Okay, so 2035. So I'm going to come here and hit verify. So this should pass. Beautiful, right? So it says that I need a visa because of what I've actually filled. Of course, I know that I need a visa. That's why I'm here in the first place. So I'm going to hit next. And it's going to take me to the next step. So it says you have entered the travel document number of this, right? So make sure that your passport number is correct, because once you go beyond this page, you cannot edit it again. So I'm going to say yes, that is correct, and it's going to take me to the next stage. Now this is where you select your details, sex, male or female, marital status, are you married, single, whatever it is, right? Select it. Your last name, select your last name. I'm going to say this, right? First obligatory name, so Gerald Ahmed, right? So let me assume that this is my name, right? Last name at birth or previous last name if different. So if you're a married person, you've changed your last name, or you have had to change your last name, for whatever reason, that this is where you actually provide that. So place of birth. Now this place of birth is usually on your passport, right? Your data page will show your place of birth right there. So select your place of birth. If it says Lagos, select Lagos, right? Date of birth, let's say 30th April what should I put here? 1992, let's say 1992, right? So this again is on your passport, so make sure you're actually filling the right thing. So country or territory of birth, where you were born. Let's say you were born in Nigeria, select this. Nationality, Nigerian. National ID card number. So your national ID, this is your NIN number, your national ID card number. For Nigerian passport holders, it's on your passport. You have your NIN slip if you have the new passport. So your NIN number is on your passport. So we're going to select that. So I'm going to put mine here. Nationality at birth, if different. Now, if when they gave birth to you, you were from a different country, then you later change your nationality, you change your country's citizenship, right? You can select that right here. But of course, mine has always been the same. Other nationalities, are you a citizen of other countries? You can actually list those countries right here. So address, where you stay. So I'm going to say so I'm just making up an address, so don't try to contact me with this address. It's not mine. I'm just making it up, right? So postcode, So city, this is actually this is compulsory because it has this star here. This is not. You can actually leave this blank. City, I'm gonna say Lekki, right? Country or territory, so Nigeria. So I'm going to select Nigeria from this list, right? Telephone number, put your telephone number right here. So I'm going to put this number right here. This is not my number again. So email address, I'm going to put an email address right here, right? So we'll go to the next box, right? Details of your identity. Do you live in a country other than the country of your nationality? Right, so if you're a Nigerian and you live like in Ghana, for instance, you hit to select yes right here and provide details of your legality, your resident permit and all of those things. But for me, I live in Nigeria and I'm from Nigeria, so this doesn't apply to me. I'm going to say no. Your family, are you joining family members or your French national? So most likely no and no, right, for you, unless you are. Current job or profession, what do you do currently? What kind of job do you do? Now, if you go through this list and you feel like your job description is not on this list, right, or you are unemployed or whatever, there is something called order. You can select order and fill in your job description right here by yourself, right? But if your job description is on this list, let's say for instance you are an architect, right? You can select your architecture and write the sector where you are in and all of those things. So for me, most times what I do is that I select order and I say YouTube creator, right? Then sector, I'm going to select IT, information and communications or something like that, right? Name of your employer, self-employed. Address, I'm going to put in my house address again. So that address I used there before. So for you, this thing might be different. If you actually work in a bank or you have a job, you can select all of those things and it's fine, right? So I'm going to select this, city, Lagos, right? Country or territory, I'm going to select Nigeria. Right, okay, I put Lekki in the other one, so let's put Lekki here again, not Lagos, city, not states. So telephone number, I'm going to put my telephone number again, so let me copy that telephone number I put here before. I'm going to copy it and bring it here, so if it was my number, I would have remembered it. Then email address, I'm going to copy the same email address I put here before now. I'm going to copy it and put it here, right here, and I'm going to hit next, right? Of course, once I hit next, it brings me right here. So have you received a Schengen visa in the last 59 months? Have you gotten a Schengen visa in the past? That's what I'm asking you. If you have gotten it, somebody like me, I'm going to say yes and provide details, but I'm going to assume that you have not gotten it before. So what I'm going to do is to just say no and click on next. But let me show you how to actually fix this. Now, if you go to your Schengen visa, you're going to see the validity date, right, of that Schengen visa. For instance, mine was valid. This last one was valid from 27th of March 2024, right? It was for 6 months, so it expired on 26th of September 2024, which was for 6 months, right? So this 27th now, that's what I'm going to put here, 27th of March, right? And the expiration date is going to come in here as well, right? But I'm going to assume that you don't have this, so I'm going to say no. But if you have actually gotten this before, it means that you have also had your fingerprints taken. So you're going to say yes and provide details on when this was taken. And of course, the number of live biometric visa. You don't need this. I'm going to say no and no, right? So if you have a visa, the biometric number is going to be on your visa number, top right of your visa. That's where you get that number from. So I'm going to come here and hit next, right? And it's loading me. Okay, have brought me to another stage right now. You indicated that you'll be traveling to a country, France. Will you be traveling to other member states or territories, even if only for a few hours, right? So the Schengen visa allows you to enter other countries within the Schengen zone. So they're asking you, do you plan on visiting any other member state apart from France, right? So this depends on you. So for me, it's a no. But if you say yes, of course, you have to provide the places you are going to and all of those things. So I'm going to say no. For me, it's a no. Plan date of arrival in Schengen area, the date that you are planning to arrive Schengen. So let's say, for instance, I'm planning to arrive Schengen in November, the 1st of November 2025, and I'm planning to leave Schengen on I'm going to come back to November. I'm going to say for 10 days. I'm going to be leaving on the 11th, right? So I'm saying for 10 days. I see. Okay, 11 days. You're choosing it for me, right? 11 days. Now, number of entries required. Now, how many entries do you want? Do you want them to give you one entry, multiple entries? Multiple entries means that you can actually enter and exit multiple times. If they give you a 3 months visa, that is a multiple entry. It means that you can go to France, come back to Nigeria, go to Italy, come back to Nigeria, go in the space of that 3 months, you can actually travel multiple times to and fro into the Schengen area. That's what it means, right? But if you are applying for a first time, I would advise you to just apply for a single entry visa. That's what I would advise you to apply for. And the reason is simple. If you apply for multiple entry visa, you have to actually justify why you are applying for a multiple entry visa. Now, if you want me to actually make a video about the justification, possible justification to justify multiple entry visa, let me know in the comment section, and I'll make that video for you guys. You can see on my visa, I know almost all my visas. I've never had a single entry visa on my passport, right? This Schengen, my last Schengen visa was for 6 months, and it was multiple entry, right? Each entry not to exceed 90 days, right? And I really used it because I traveled to Europe and back a couple of times with this particular visa in that 6 months period. Now, number of planned stays in France in the coming year, right? Now, what this means is in the next 1 year, how many times are you planning to enter France? So for you, this is just one entry that you need, so it's 1, right? If you say 2 or 3, you have to explain why, probably possibly on your cover letter, right? Your plans also in the post of your visit, you're going to come here and select tourism again, and I'm going to hit next. So it brings me to this interface right now. So this is where you talk about your accommodation, right, and paying for your trip. Now, host person or organization, a person will be accommodating me. You have somebody in France that's going to be accommodating you. The thing is that if you select this, then you have to provide the name of the person, his address, the postcode, whatever, right, his phone number, his email address, and all of that, right? And also, you have to also get a letter from the person, and of course, his status in France and your relationship with him and why he's inviting you, a letter from him, and all these documents which you are going to be adding to your visa application, right? Very important. Now, if a company is accommodating you, you also have to give details of the company and, of course, a letter from that company stating why they are accommodating you and all of those things. If they are your brother, your sister, whatever it is, right? But me, personally, I use hotel bookings, right? Name of hotel right here, address of the hotel, the city, the telephone number and email address. So what I do is that I go to bookings.com and book a hotel. Let's say I'm going to France. I've actually made a video before about this. I'm going to Paris, right? Check-in date. Like I said on my visa application form, I'm entering on the 11th and I'm leaving on the 10th. Is it 10th or 11th that I wrote there? 10th, yeah. I'm leaving on the 10th. Adults, 1 adult, it's just me. Done. I'm going to hit search. Right. And it's going to give me all of these properties, right? So you can basically, like this will cost you 1.9 million for the 10 days, Zuku, Paris, all of this. You can choose the one that you want. All of the things that I do is that you can come here and find a free cancellation, so in case your visa is not approved, you don't have to lose money. So you don't have to pay for it, or you can cancel it for free, right? There's also something that allows you pay at property, which means that you don't pay for this visa online. You only pay when you get to the property. That is when you actually pay for this, right? If you try this and it doesn't work, what you need to do is to call the number on your screen right now. Tell her that you are from me, right? And you want the hotel booking for your visa application. They're going to tell you the cost of actually doing it for you. And they will book a hotel for you in your chosen destination, and of course you can use that hotel booking to apply for your visa, right? So let's come back here. I'm going to assume that we have booked the hotel. Let me find the name of one hotel here, Austin St. Roland. So I'm going to take the name of this hotel, right? I'm going to copy this. I'm going to come here and drop the name here. Let's assume that we have booked this. The address of the hotel is also right here, right? Name of address of the hotel. I'm going to copy this, right? Come here and drop it in here, right? Okay. So city, Paris. So this is the city. The zip code, Control X this and drop it in here. Right, okay. Telephone number of the hotel. Okay, so usually when you book the hotel, you see the telephone number on the booking that they are going to be given to you. I just went to the hotel's website and got their number, just in case you don't see it. I went to their website and just got their number from their website. So let me clean this up a bit. Okay, so this should be 033 to make it sound as if it's coming inside of France. Yeah. So their email address. So I'm just gonna make up an email address and put it here. I'm gonna say austinlawrence@gmail.com. So that's your accommodation sorted, yeah. So of course you have to use your real details. So funding your travel costs, myself or by guarantor. So if somebody is paying for your trip, you can select by guarantor and select the person's details, right? Enter the last name and first name of the guarantor, means of subsistence, and all of those things. Of course, you have to provide a letter from them saying that they are sponsoring you and all of that. So I'm going to be assuming that you are actually sponsoring yourself. So I'm going to say myself. Now I'm going to come here and select how are you going to be paying for your trip. So I'm going to say cash, and I also come here and say debit card, right? Debit card, yeah. Okay, so these are the two things. So if you have credit card, traveler's check, transport cost prepaid, you already pay for your accommodation and transportation, right? You pay for your flight, you paid for your bought your train tickets, all of those things in France already. You can present that and select accommodation and transport cost prepaid. Okay, so and yes, you can actually do self and guarantor as well. So you can produce two different options. You can actually take the two of them. It's completely allowed. But for me personally, I just fund myself. So I'm gonna come here again and say person completing this form, complete this session if you are entering this form also for someone other than yourself, right? So you don't need it because you are filling this information for yourself, so you don't need to fill this particular box. So I'm gonna come here and hit next, right? So I hit next and it brings me to this interface. So I'm going to hit continue now. And this is where you declare that everything that you have filled is completely fine. So you can click on this place to download this form. Click here, download this form, and take your time to actually go through everything you have filled on this visa application form, right? Make sure everything is fine. And if there's anything that you actually want to change, it's not cool, you can come here, click on this place, edit, and edit what you have filled. So I'm going to come here and say continue, right? I'm going to say yes. Have you checked for each application data information? And say yes, right? It's going to take me to this interface. So this is where you actually make payment. It's telling you that this visa fee is 159,150, right? That's what you're going to be paying. But you're not going to be paying that here. You'll pay it at the visa application center. When you get it, they'll give you a POS machine and your card. You use your card and make it. So make sure that this money is inside your card, right? So once you are done with this, what you need to do is to click on continue right here, right? Of course, check this box and submit to visa application center. That's what you need to do. Submit to visa application center. Let me check this again. Check this box. Yes, okay, good. So submit to the visa application center. I'm gonna say okay. So it is trying to download the document that we just filled for us, right? So I'm gonna hit save to download this, but I don't need it. So you need to actually download this document, right? So click on complete. Once you are done, click on complete and you are good. So you see that the form that we have filled right here. So you can actually click on this place to download your form, right? As soon as you're done with this, the next thing you need to do is to go to TLS website and complete the process where you actually book your appointment. And we're going to be doing that right now. But before that, if you have any questions as at now, what you need to do is to just let me know where your questions are or your concern is in the comment section, and I will not hesitate to actually respond to that particular comment. And if you got any value from this video and you are new to my channel, again, I want to encourage you guys, if you don't do that already, to smash the like button on this video. Subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, turn on the bell notification button so that when I drop more amazing videos just like what you are watching right now, YouTube is going to send you a notification instantly. So that's it, guys. If you also want us to actually help you with this process, right, we can actually fill the form for you, write your cover letter, help you get your documents together, right, and guide you through the submission process, right? All you need to do is to book a consulting session with me by clicking on the first link in my video description. Once you click on that link, you can complete the process. You will be able to be redirected to my WhatsApp, and we can have a conversation, me and you, so I can understand your circumstances and help you minimize the risk of getting your visa refused. So that's it, guys. Let's continue. So if I open this download document, you're going to see my form with my name, all the details I've filled inside this application. You see it right here. And this particular part is for official use only. This is where they're going to say application was lodged at which embassy, service provider, whatever it is. And this is where they now say visa decision refused, issued, or AC, LVT. I'm not sure what these ones means, right? I'm going to research it, and of course I'm going to let you guys know once I find out what it means. So if I scroll all the way down to the bottom, this is your checklist, right, which is part of what you're going to be taking with you to the visa application center, right, to submit your documentation. And these are the documents that you need. Because of the form that I have filled, I need a signed and dated application form, receipt, France visas, which is the checklist, then a travel document issued less than 10 years ago containing at least 2 blank pages with a period of validity of at least 3 months longer than the date on which you intend to leave France. Very important. And in the case of long stay, at least 3 months longer than the expiry date of your visa or the visa requested. So you need to provide ID photograph, right? That's your photograph, right? If you have an official travel document, you need to provide it. Purpose of stay, reservation, confirmation of your hotel, of your return ticket, that's your flight ticket, proof of your employment, proof of your social, professional status, things like employment contract, certificate of employment. This is actually the first visa I'm going to be using my company documents to apply for, right? And I have a reason why I'm actually doing that. Then of course, proof of your funds, accommodation, then travel health insurance, very important, which I've shown you guys exactly how to do in a previous video, right? So let's complete this process right now. So I'm going to come back here, right? And there's nothing else you can do here for now. You need to go to the second website. That's the second link in my video description. Once you click on it, it's going to bring you to TLS, right? So once you come to TLScontact, which is actually the visa application center that processes visa application for countries like France, Belgium, and a couple of other countries, right? For UK, they used to handle UK before, but right now UK is with VFS. So of course, France is still with them. So what you need to do is to just come here and click on applying for a visa. Click here, right? I'm a resident of, select your country where you're resident in. For me, I'm going to select Nigeria, which is my own country. Where are you going to? I'm going to France, right? I'm going to select France. I'm going to hit go, right? And that's what I need to do. And this is going to load. So while this is loading, if I get any value from this video and you are new to my channel, I want to encourage you right now to smash the like button on this video, subscribe to my channel, and most importantly, turn on the bell notification button so that when I drop more amazing videos just like what you're watching right now, YouTube is going to send you a notification instantly. And if I've gotten any value from this video, just go in the comment section and say thank you, Gerald, for this video on how to apply for a French visa application, right? I'm going to be appreciative. As a matter of fact, I'm going to be responding to that particular comment. And of course, you can also put your questions right there and I would respond to it, right? So it says select a visa center, map view. I'm going to come to list view. It's going to list all the visa applications that it has in Nigeria. So I'm going to select VI because that's what's close to me. So I'm going to select VI. So there's VI and there is Abuja. So once you come here, what you need to do is to click on where it says make an appointment, right? So have you completed a France visa application? Which is what we have done. I'm going to say yes, we have completed that. Are you registered on TLScontact? I think I have an account with them, right? I believe I do, but I'm going to say no. I'm going to hit register. I'm going to try registering my email. If I have an account, of course, it might not allow me. It might tell me to log in. So let me put my email address right here. I'm going to choose my password, put it twice. Accept terms and conditions. I accept the biometric processing data and agree to international transfer, whatever it is. You don't have an option. You just have to agree. So I agree to receive marketing offers via email and blah, blah. So this is not compulsory, right? And I don't like marketing emails. You might not as well. So I'm going to hit register and this says that we are currently processing. It says this email is in use, which means that I actually have an account with them. So I'm going to go back and click on make an appointment. Have you completed this? Yes. Are you registered on TLS? I'm going to say yes. Then it's going to tell me to log in, not register, because I said that I have an account. So I'm going to put in my details here. I hit login. That will log into my account on TLS. So once you're logged in, you're going to come here and click on where it says create a new request. Enter the name of your travel group. So I'm going to say Gerald Ome, right? Seasonal travel group. I'm going to select the country where you're applying from. I'm going to select Nigeria. And I'm going to hit confirm on this list. So it's going to bring me to this interface right now. So I'm going to come to list view and select Lagos Victoria Island, which, like I said, is very close to me. So I already have application that I created and I named it Gerald Ome. Remember, I just did now. So I'm going to click on this place to edit the name if you want to edit it, right? I can say August application, August application, right? I'm going to hit confirm. Okay. So this is loading up right now. Let's give it a while. Okay, beautiful. So I'm going to hit select. It says we are processing this. So this is being processed right now. So what's going to happen is that we will need to link this submission to the French visa application form that we just filled. And I'm going to be showing you guys how to do that. So I'm going to come here and say add manually. It says processing. So reason for travel, there are a lot of reasons, visitor, business 90 days and all of those things. So I'm going to select tourism, which is short stay 90 days. That's why. Additional information on purpose of stay. Okay, so right here you can select tourism, private visit, primo, tourism, private visit, renewal of ordinary visa, and family EU, whatever. So for you now, if it's your first time applying for a French visa, you need to select primo. Primo actually means first entry, right? Your first time applying for this visa. But for me now, I've gotten a French visa before now. So I'm going to click on this renewal and I'm going to say, okay, I have previously been issued at least one Schengen visa or a visa from a UK, US or Canada. I will be required to present the passport, either old or new, that contains the previous visas, right? So I'm going to say, okay, Okay, so I'm going to come here now. It's asking me for my France visa reference number, right? So this is the number that we get from here. This is the France reference visa number. This is it right here. So I'm going to copy this, right? Come back right here and drop it into this space. Okay, so family name, that's your surname. My surname is this. So my first names, not first name, first names. If you have two names on your passport, that's what you're going to be putting right here. So I'm going to say Gerald and my second name right here in the exact same way it is on my passport. Now my date of birth, I'm going to select my date of birth. I'm going to put my date of birth right here. Country of nationality, Nigeria. Province, basically state, right? For some countries is province, just like in Canada. Travel document, that's my passport number. I need to put that in right here, right now. So I had to go and copy my passport number. It's not in my head yet. Usually I have my passport number in my head, but this is a new passport that I have right now. Travel document issue, the issue date of my passport. So I filled here. The next thing is to fill your travel information, right? The date you're going to be leaving your country, maybe Nigeria or wherever you are from. You're going to put the date right here. This you can actually find from your flight ticket. So you can put it here. The date you're going to be arriving in France, you're going to put it right here. Then the dates that you're going to be leaving France, you're going to put it right here. Are you going to French overseen territories? French have other territories, like Monaco and, other territories. If you're going there, you say yes. But of course, I don't suspect that you're going there, so you can say no. Right? Visa application history. Fingerprints collected previously for purpose of applying for visa. For me, I'm going to say yes, because I've actually collected my fingerprint before for visa application. Now, that doesn't mean that they won't collect it again. I don't know why they ask for this, right? But they will ask for it and they will still collect it again. So I don't know why. So let me fill this real quick. Okay, so I'm done filling all of this. What I'm going to do right now is to click on where it says submit application. So it says we are processing your request, right? We're processing your request. And I call this August application. So it says status, everything is valid. My attempt to book an appointment, has been connected to the visa application form I filled on the French visa application form, So what I'm going to do right now is to say everything is fine. Name, visa reference number, passport number, status. You can edit, you can copy, you can download this if you want to, right? So I'm downloading this right now. So this is the form. This is a copy of the form I already filled, right? So I can come back right here and say confirm. Okay, so this is loading up right now. Another thing they need to do is to validate your phone number, right? So this is my phone number right here. Validation, this number is not on WhatsApp, so I'm probably come here to SMS and say get OTP. So a text is going to be sent to my phone, and of course I'm going to impute that. Okay, the text just came in now. I'm going to put the code right here. This is 805999. Right, I'm going to say verify OTP, right? Okay, so this is processing right now. Okay, so this is TLScontact fees, right? The fee is 50,300 naira, right? You're going to be paying the visa fee of 450,000 naira or so when you get to TLS center with your card and your POS machine. So I'm going to say next available appointment is on September, right? So available appointment is on September 16th, and I'm traveling to Canada on the 14th, right? So I think I'm going to book an appointment when I return from Canada. So I'm going to come here September. I'll book the appointment in October. So October, let's say October, I'll come back to this time. So let's say on Wednesday by 11 in the morning is fine, right? I book appointment here. Right, I hit confirm. So I hit confirm, and what I'm gonna do next is you can change your appointment date right here, right? So I booked it for October 8th by 11 p.m. at Lagos VI French Visa Application Center. I'm gonna hit confirm right now. So this is where I actually make payment. I have to make payments right now. So what I'm gonna do is to click on proceed to checkout. Right. Okay. So pay you. Select this. I do understand this and hit confirm. Right. Okay, so instant account transfer, which is what I prefer using. I'm going to hit continue so I can make a transfer. See, it says your transaction was unsuccessful for some weird reason. Okay, so this is loading up. Payment error. Try again. Okay, proceed to checkout. 50,300 naira. pay you. I do understand. Confirm. Right. I'm gonna say instant account transfer. Continue. So not so unsuccessful. So right now I'm gonna be using my card to make this payment. I'm gonna be using my GT Bank card to make this payment. So let me move some money into my card. So the payment has failed twice. The transfer has failed twice. So let me try paying with my card and let's see how that works out. So proceed to checkout. This is gonna load up. Right. I'm gonna select this. Their payments integrator. I confirm. This is loading up. So card payment. I'm gonna do card payment. I'm gonna put my card details right here. I'm gonna say pay. Okay. So this is the 3D authenticator. So a code has been sent to the email link to my bank account. So I'm gonna put the code here. I'm hit confirm to complete the payment. Beautiful. Your transaction was successful. So I have successfully booked an appointment with TLS right now. So that's how easy it is to do it, right? So the next thing I need to do right now is to take all my documents, including this visa application form, right? With all of these pages, I'm going to take all of them to the visa application center. So this is exactly how to fill a visa application form for French visa, Schengen visa, right? So if you have any questions, let me know in the comment section. So you've seen the process. Now the question is, was this visa approved or not? So let's open this up right now and find out if this visa was actually approved or not. So I've opened this right now and this is what's inside the DHL. These are my 3 passports. So let's tear this open right now and find out if my visa was approved or not, right? So I just saw this open right now and these are the 3 passports that were delivered. So the good news is that there is no refusal letter right here. So that's a sign, a positive sign that the visa was approved, right? So this is my very old passport. I used to go to India in 2016. This is my passport that just expired recently, about just a few months ago, right? And this is my brand new passport. So the visa will most likely be on this particular passport. So let's find out if it was approved or not. So this is it right now. I'm going to go through the pages line by line. Right, this is it. There's nothing here. Nothing here, nothing here, nothing on the... Okay, this is the 3rd page and here is the visa, right? So of course, it got approved. Now, let's find out if this is a 1-year Schengen visa. So it says attached Schengen, valid from 21st of December 2025 up until the 20th of December 2027. This is 2 years. This is 2-year Schengen visa, right? And each entry, number of stay for each entry is 90 days. So it means I can actually enter France, stay for 90 days or less and leave, come back again, or could go to Germany or Portugal or any of these countries. So the thing is that I'm not going to be applying for a Schengen visa for the next 2 years. This is actually massive, right? This is ecstatic. Now this is possible because I actually put my best foot forward, right? I wrote a cover letter and explained my process, right? I presented myself as somebody who needs a 1-year Schengen visa, and guess what? They gave me 2 instead of 1 because of the cover letter that I wrote. So if you want us to actually do the same thing for you, what you need to do is to go to the noagenttravelguide.com and book a consulting session. Now in that consulting session, I'm going to be asking you questions to understand your circumstances, right? And also understand if you are qualified for a Schengen visa first. Now if it's your first time, please don't apply for multiple entry or a longer stay visa. Just apply for a 1 month or 2 weeks or something like that, right? So when you've gone the first time and come back, then you can actually begin to apply for longer stay visas as well. So again, if you want me to actually help you with the process, applying for a Schengen visa or any other visa at all, what you need to do is to just click on the first link that is pinned in the comment section of this video below. It's going to take you to the noagenttravelguide.com. Now once you arrive there, you're going to be seeing the button that says book a consulting session. So click on it and actually book a consulting session, and you'll be redirected to my WhatsApp number so we can actually have a conversation.